Okay, I'm gonna wait till a couple more people get in. See if y'all can see Jade. I can really see her. But Jade, she in the stroller. Okay, I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get in the live. You want to say hi? She want to say hi, girl. She want to say hi. She in a stroller. Okay, guys. So I wanted to come on here and do this message for you guys right before we go into the holiday season. Well, we're already here, but before we, y'all take time off with your family and everything like that, I had a couple of messages I wanted to deliver to you guys. And today's message, hello everyone, I love you guys. Today's message, what I want to go over is you had a lot of people that you encountered throughout your lifetime, right? You had a lot of people of whom you encountered that didn't want to give you the benefit of the doubt, didn't want to take the time to get to know you. And you have a lot of people that were opinionated, always had an opinion about who you were, your character. And not only were they opinionated, they were very judgmental. You have a lot of people in your family that wrote you off as the black sheep. And see, a lot of black sheeps, people, the thing is, when people rope you off as a black sheep, what that means is they're trying to categorize you as the outcast, right? The wayward one, the liar, the fast one, whatever the case may be, take it how it resonates, right? Whatever you were going through at some point in time in your life, these people wrote you off as the black sheep. They bullied you, they outcasted you, they rejected you. No one took the time to try to get to know you for who you truly were. No one held you in high honor. They all looked down on you. And see, my thing about it is, there's only one judge in this thing that we call life. And his name is Jesus. Do you understand me what I'm saying? He is the only judge, the only person of whom can judge us of our wrongdoing, our shortcomings, and our downfalls and our sins. But you have a lot of people who self-proclaim themselves as judges in your life. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all not ready for it today. Y'all not ready for it today. You had a lot of people who self-proclaimed themselves as judges in your life. Never mind the skeletons that's up in their closet, right? Never mind the skeletons that's up in their closet. We're not going to talk about that. They don't want nobody to open up their closet and go over their skeletons, because we all have sinned, right? But they wanted to judge you on the skeletons that you were trying to hide. They wanted to judge you on the things of what you was going through. They wanted to judge you on your actions. They wanted to judge you on your sins. You have a lot of people that you encounter, not just family, baby. It's not just family. You had friends that did you dirty and judged you and roped you off. You always, for some reason, and take this how I resonate. I'm trying to tell you something. This was weighing heavy on me. And before I came on this live, I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and record the other message. And I just kept being led like, no, do this message first. Get this message out there. You have a lot of people, right, growing up, people who you went to school with, whatever the case may be. You have a lot of people that, and this is what I always say, man. A lot of people, you got to pray that people get their life, because people become so engulfed in what the next person is doing and how they're wrong and how they're this and what they're doing, that you almost have to wonder, well, what you got going on in your life? These people were so they were fans. They were enemies, they was haters, but they was fans. Because they wanted to know everything that you was doing, how you was doing it, when you was doing it, so they could sit back and judge you on it and laugh about it. You ever went around people that at the end of the day always had to look at you like something was wrong with you, like you didn't know how to do certain things, like you didn't have no fashion sense, like you just didn't have no sense of self? They kept trying to look at you like if you got your nails done, they had to go and nitpick and look at the nails to see if you got it done right. Or if you got shoes, they had to judge you on the type of shoes you came to school with. Or anything, if you came around these people, it's like you had to be the laughing stock. You didn't ask for it. A lot of y'all was wondering why, but you was the laughing stock. It made these people feel good to joke you about something or to keep you in this category. This is the thing. People wanted to keep you stuck in this category, in this circle. Envision this circle as I'm saying this message, right? They wanted to keep you in this circle. They didn't want you to be smart. They didn't want you to be the one to break generational curses. They didn't want you to be successful. What they wanted you to be was who they told people you were. Be it a hoe, be it a liar, be it a drug addict. I'm going down the list. I don't hold nothing back. I'm not going to sit up here and hold nothing back, because even though it's going to trigger you, it's something that you need to know so that you can overcome it. Because at the end of the day, no matter who you were back then, and I don't care what nobody told you, play this video and let them know, man, Victoria told me I'm somebody, because people was hell-bent on making you feel like you was a nobody. When everybody was out here sinning, nobody was perfect. Not even the people who judged you and wrote you off. But see, the thing is, they tried to keep you in this circle of being this type of person and holding you to your sin. I tell you, stuck people be the worst people. And the thing is, not only did they want to keep you in this circle, they wanted to go ahead and rally up the troops to try to get people to hate you, to try to get people to judge you, to try to get people to mock you. No one thought that you was going to be here. See, that's the thing. The way that God set it up is, and how he shut everybody up. See, a person will sit up here and run this all day. Run their mouth. Everyone was connected. I want to tell you that too. The people who was in the street, the people that was in your family, the people that was in your friends, in some type of way they was connected. And you wonder why people who were on the outskirts of things, who weren't inside your family or wasn't close family, why they knew your business or why they was looking, it was family. Family was running their mouth. Family did not always hold you. If they holding you and trying to hold you in high honor now and telling you that they support you now, they didn't do it back then. 111 as I just said that right now. 111 as I just said that right now. Y'all not ready for it. When I just said there was one, listen, it was 101 people, 111 people up in the live right now. If they're trying to hold you in high honor right now, they didn't do it back then. And that's why people knew your business, and that's why people was judging you. But see, the thing of how God structured this thing to work is, while people was running their mouth, while people was trying to get people to go around and judge you and look at you, these very same people some of them wanted to try to figure out who you were on their own. And see, the thing is of how these people exposed themselves for the haters that they are, is when people looked at you, they saw that you was everything but. So they looked at these people, and then some of these people were people who was close to you. You get me what I'm saying? Some of these people were people who you confided in. And they went out here and was running this and trying to get other people to judge you and laugh at you. But see, some of these very same people, some who knew you, some who didn't, was looking you up. And see, as they was looking you up at that particular time that they was running their mouth, maybe the blessings wasn't coming in. Maybe the blessings wasn't coming in when they was running their mouth. But right when you was about to give up and God say now is the right time, and you had an overflow in your life, this is when people started to look at you for who you truly were. This is when people was trying to look you up, because these people were running their mouth. See, these people, unbeknownst to them, they was creating a platform for you, creating an audience for you. Didn't even know it. What they sought out to be your destruction, what they sought out to be what they wanted to be a humiliating or embarrassment for you, they was creating an audience for you. Because at the end of the day, you had a slew of people trying to figure out who you were. And right at that particular time that they was trying to figure this out, this is when God had an overflow of blessings coming in your life. So if people were saying that you was a liar, if people saying that you weren't, if people was trying to say whatever it is that they was trying to say, if people was trying to say that you was hoish, if people was trying to say that you didn't have no sense or you this, it's like people sitting back and say, well, if this person, if this king and queen is all these things that you saying that they are, why God blessing them like this? And then why you still stuck? You not even accomplishing the same thing. The level of accomplishments, like I said, you were accomplishing more than these people who was running their mouth about you. That's the thing that don't make no sense. They sat up here and was judging you and mocking you and can't even equate to half the woman or the man that you are. So now what's happening is, even though these people did not hold you in high honor, even though these people wanted to get others to judge you, to joke you, you just had to be the laughing stock. It just couldn't be you. You couldn't have been the one to succeed these people. It couldn't be you. But God, Monica just said it right now. See, what's meant for you is going to be for you. That's what people don't understand. When God came to you, however he came to you, and he told you that when you choose to embark on this journey, a lot of people not going to be with you. They're not going to be walking with you. You're going to be alone. And he told you all the blessings that he had in store for you, but did not tell you at what particular time these blessings were going to come in. And asked you if you were willing to accept the assignment. Y'all not ready for it. You were on a mission. He needed you to get on this mission. See, whereas people wrote you off for the very same thing that people wrote you off is the reason why God chose you. The very same reasons that people wrote you off as the black sheep. People didn't want to be your friend. Doors were slammed in your face. Friends always had to joke you. You had to be the center of attention, but for the wrong reasons. Because of people's envy, because of people's jealousy. Everybody always trying to joke you, saying little slight stuff to you, slight remarks to you. You never understood why. The very same reason that these people wrote you off as not being nothing and said you never was going to be nothing and put a whole target on your back because you were chosen one is the very same reason why God wanted you to be on this path and on this journey to inspire other people who were going through the very same things that you was going through. These people was hell-bent on trying to make you feel like you was a nobody. Hell-bent on trying to make you feel like you weren't going to be nothing in life. Hell-bent on trying to make you suppress you and oppress you. Even when you was in your low time, even when you was in the darkest times of your life, wanting to be around you so they could have something to laugh about. It's the evil that was surrounded around these people. I can't even begin to explain it to you. It's the negative entities and attachments that was on these people, which is why they went so hard for you. But the reason why they went so hard is because people understood you had an anointing over your life and they knew what you were destined for, knew you was destined for greatness. I told you. Right when God is about to bless you, the devil try to attack you on every end. You didn't just encounter devils in your family. You encountered them in your friend group. You encountered them in your community group. You encountered them on work, on your career. You encountered them everywhere because he was trying to break you so you would not have the strength to persevere and continue on your journey. Now the devil shook. Because all his plans right now have foiled. Because you pushing through. You overcame every obstacle. And as hard as it was, as hard as it was to understand that people did not hold you in high honor, you also have to understand that even though when these blessings came in, right? You had people that at the end of the day, even though they'll never tell you, people's pride. You had a lot of people who were going against you so bad and had so much to say about you, right? That when they turned to look at you, right? When they turned to look at you and saw all the things that you were accomplishing, saw how much of a change you made in your life, the strides that you were taking to try to better yourself, to become a better person. They had no choice, God said, but to sit back, sit down and take a seat and recognize your greatness. They didn't want to do it, but they had no choice. So now a lot of these people at the end of the day that spoke foul on you, they're not going to come and tell you that when they see you that you are inspiration to them. They're not going to come and tell you that they idolize you now. They're not going to tell you that. You know why they idolize you? Because they ran this so much about you, and you weren't supposed to be the one to be in this position of power, in this position of success, in this position of abundance, of prosperity, creating generational wealth for yourself, breaking generational curses, being a self-healer, overcoming all the fear, the doubt, the worry, the adversity, overcoming all of it and rising to the top. Now they idolize you. Whereas they was trying to get people to joke you, trying to rally up people to judge you, mock you on what you was doing. Now they idolize you. Put their mouth on you, but God wasn't going to let you go out like that. But there were certain things, like I say all the time, that there are certain things that you have to go through in life. People don't understand it. They think that at the end of the day, what it means is, they'll say that, oh, God doesn't cause us to go through these things, you know. God doesn't cause us, he doesn't want us to go through struggles. So what are you saying? What I'm saying is, I didn't say God wanted you to go through struggles. What I'm saying is, he allows certain things to happen so that he knows in some type of way it's going to work in your favor in the end, because you're going to learn from it, you're going to grow from it, you're going to evolve. There's a movie that I want y'all to go watch. It's a perfect holiday movie that you can watch as well with your family, and it's called The Shack. It's a spiritual movie. And so The Shack has Sam Worthington in it, and oh my gosh, what's her name? It also has the lady who played alongside Viola Davis in The Help. It's called The Shack. The Shack, right? I want y'all to go look at that movie, because I'm gonna come back on and we're gonna talk about it. I want to come back on the next live and we're gonna talk about it. That movie right there, Octavia Spencer, yes. She's in it, and I think she plays the role as God, but see, God assumes many different roles, right? So whereas Octavia played one part, I think there was another guy that also assumed the role as God too. But there was one particular scene in that movie where, I don't want to spoil it for the ones who didn't watch it, but I just want to go over this scene. So pretty much, they were trying to get him to, he was going through a healing phase because he was holding on to this guilt, and he was holding on to what had happened to his daughter, right? And he was holding on to this blame. And so the thing is, he went through this part or a particular place, right? And so he encountered this person, this angel. And so this angel was able to go back over the different scenes of his father's life, whom he judged very bad because his father abused him. And so this angel was saying, who are you to judge? You're judging this person, but look at what they had to go through. So his father abused him, but his father went through abuse as well at the hands of his father. And the person who abused and murdered his daughter also went through that cycle of being abused as well. And so what it did was it put him in this mindset of saying, I can't hold on to what happened to my baby daughter. I can't hold on to what people did to me, because everybody is battling things of which we don't understand or that we don't know nothing about. Tim McGraw is also in that movie as well. And so the thing is, what I wanted pretty much to bring that up is, After he went through this phase, right? He went through this phase and God was able to get to him. He was able to come back renewed, right? And had a different perspective and outlook on life. So what I'm trying to say is, even though these people went against you so bad, you will never be able to understand why they held you and did not hold you in high honor or judged you so bad when everybody was out here doing things. Everybody was out here. No, there's no one perfect person in this thing that we call life. Thank you, Anu Pretty. But the thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is, even though these people went against you, even though these people wrote you off as the black sheep and said you was never gonna be nothing, didn't want to associate themselves with you, people just didn't want to give you the benefit of the doubt, man. People just, no matter how many strides you take in life or you make in life to try to make yourself a better person, you're always going to encounter people who are going to bring up something that you did 10, 15 some years ago. So the thing of what I'm trying to tell you is, even though these people want to hold you to your past, God vindicated and rose you up anyway. So even though these people don't want to recognize you for the person that you are and everything that you accomplished in life and the changes that you made in your life, God gave them no choice but to sit back and recognize your greatness, because now they idolize you. Now they trying to do what you did. Now they trying to follow in your footsteps. But you was supposed to be the one that weren't supposed to be here. You were supposed to be the one that was supposed to be a nobody. You were supposed to be a lowlife. You weren't supposed to bounce back from these situations and these obstacles. They wanted to keep you in this place so they can continuously hold things over your head or justify their wrongdoing against you because of how they was judging you. No one of whom you encountered had the right to judge you, but at the same time, you got to forgive them, because you never know what these people had to go through in their own households. I brought that scene up to say that this message and every message that I do, you have to learn how to channel that energy and turn your pain into power. And when God came to you at the lowest point of time in your life, that is what he was trying to do. The devil thought that he attacked you and had you in his place. The devil thought you would not be able to overcome it. They thought that they had won. They thought they had defeated you. They wanted to keep you there so they could continuously laugh at you and judge you to make themselves feel good. But God wasn't going to let you go out like that. And that's why when he touched you, right? When he touched you, he gave you that power to overcome, to rebuild yourself again. He gave you a purpose. He gave you a sense of self, which is why he wanted you to embark on this journey and accept the assignment. And because of how you handle every challenge that came your way, this is why that man blessed you in the manner that he did. And he's telling you that these little small blessings that he did towards the end of 2021, that's not the end of it. You got even bigger and better blessings coming for you in 2022, which is why at the end of the day, even though these people did not hold you in high regard and high honor back then and they trying to do it now, some of these people you do not need to bring with you into 2022. You just don't. For your mental health and your stability, you got to leave people where they at. Because you almost got to wonder what possessed these people to go out their way. I'm talking about these people went out their way to spread your business, to tell your secrets, to sabotage you, to betray you. But at the end of the day, none of it stopped you. None of it stopped the blessings from coming in for you. None of it stopped your success. You were destined for greatness. You are going to become this person that God wants you to be. Please believe that. You're going to step into that and become that person. Come hell or high water. But now the thing is, you were delayed, but you was never denied. Y'all know I tell y'all that. You were delayed, but you was never denied, baby. These people thought that they could just crowd you and overcome you for no apparent reason. But I told you, you know what the reason is. These people had negative energy around them that was dwelling in this ignorance and this stupidity, and just did not want to see you for the gem that you are. Did not want to see you for the queen and the king that you are. You had a lot of people that joked you, man. I'm talking about when you was young. It don't make sense why people do the things that they do. You will never be able to make sense of it. But the thing is, in God blessing you, man, and raising you up the way that he did in front of everybody, it shut these people up. The thing is, they never going to run their mouth about you again, because see what it did is a lot of these people got shamed and they got put in their place. You had some people who were just hell-bent on talking about you. Some of these people were shamed and they got put in their place. And you know why they were shamed and got put in their place? Because the very same people that they was running their mouth and talking about you too, trying to get people to judge you and hop on the bandwagon, these people see how God is blessing you too. How can you talk about a person when they being blessed? How can you talk about a person when they looking good? How can you talk about a person when they up on their game? How can you talk about a person when they winning in life? Instead of trying to support you and be proud of you, they was envious of you. Envious of you, but wrote you off as the black sheep. I'm talking about some of these people got on you for stupid stuff. What type of shoes you was wearing. How you got your hair done. Stupid stuff. You just had to be the laughing stock. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to have money. They didn't want you to be successful. They didn't want it to be you. But God, he made it happen anyway. These people didn't stop nothing. They never will stop anything. But the only thing that they recognize at the end of the day is that you God's right-hand person. Because of the way that that man blessing you. And whereas they was judging you so bad, had so much to say, God shut every single last one of their mouth, man. They ain't got nothing to say now. Even though they may never tell you, they sitting back watching you. They sitting back and they idolize you. Because think about it. If a person know that they talking about you so bad, some of these people knew you didn't have no one real around you. And instead of trying to be that one real person that they know that you deserve, they chose to be fake right along with the rest of them. They chose to be fake right along with the rest of them. They knew you ain't had no real friends. Because them friends was talking and joking you with them. They knew you ain't had no real family members. They knew you didn't have no one real around you. And instead of trying to be that one real person, they wanted to be fake right along with the rest of them. But what God intended for you to be, that's who you're going to be. What he intended for you to have, that's what you're going to have. And that's exactly what's coming in for you right now. That's exactly what's coming in for you right now. I don't want you to let this get to you. By me getting on this live right now, what I want to tell you is they might not have held you in high honor. They probably never will, even with these blessings coming in. But God do. I do. There are real people that's going to come in your life. People who are going to respect you for the person that you are. Sometimes, like it say in the Bible, Jesus was able to perform the least amount of miracles in his own hometown. Do you know why? People didn't want to support him in his own hometown. People didn't want to listen to his messages. They didn't want to flock to him. They did everything to try to go against him. Some people in your own community will never respect you. They will never look at you. They will never hold you in high honor, even though God do. But it does not matter because they didn't stop you and they didn't block you. And now at the end of the day, even though they tried to rope you off as the black sheep, even though they tried to rope you off as being a nobody, trying to judge you by your wrongdoing and your sins, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But the thing is, in grinding yourself in the word, see, spirituality gives us this sense of purpose. It gives us structure. You know, people who don't have structure, they do any and everything with any and everybody. And that's why you see so many people doing the very same things. The trends, all this type of stuff. Everybody trying to look the same. Everybody trying to talk the same. When you around people like that, I know it irks you. You know why it irks you? Because you different. You can't be around a group of people who always want to look the same. Long nails, all this type of stuff. It irks your spirit when people talk silly. You don't even want to be around people like that because you different. Because you different. I'm trying to tell you something. Like, at the end of the day, you know, this what I'm going to say. Even though people may not ever see you for who you are and your community may never respect you, God respects you, God loves you, and he got you to this point in life. And he's going to continuously elevate you and take you to new heights of your life. You don't need to worry about these people who put their mouth on you and talk bad on you. Because at the end of the day, half of them not even accomplishing what you accomplishing in life. And they're not. They don't even know what it takes. That's why they're trying to sit back and copy you. That's why they're sitting back watching you. That's why they're sitting back and idolizing you. Because if these people had to go through just half of what you had to encounter and what you had to go through, they wouldn't have been able to survive it. And they know that. They know that. That's why they're sitting back and they idolizing you. Some of these people got to be popular. They got to be on the in crowd. They got to have a man. They got to be the center of attention. They got to have everybody like them. They got to be everybody's favorite. They got to know everybody's business. You don't care for that stuff. You know why you don't care for that stuff? Because when you did, you was around fake, envious people who tried to destroy you. Eat you up and spit you right back out, and you knew what that felt like. So you no longer try to chase what's the norm. You no longer try to chase to be around fake people. You want to be real, and you don't care who's sticking with you and who rolling with you. Because at the end of the day, when you were sitting out here trying to go 10 for 10 for these people, they couldn't even come half and meet you halfway when you really needed help. So you don't care for it no more. You don't care who don't like your post. You don't care who don't support you. You don't care who don't like you and your family. You don't care. Because what you really needed was an ally. What you really needed was a real friend. And you didn't have it. Go on my video where I said everyone was fake in your time of need. You will never understand why these people had to rope you off and do you the way that they did you. But look at how strong you are right now. It made you resilient. It made you comfortable in your own skin. A lot of people will hate you because they can't be their true authentic self. They know that it won't be accepted. They care about acceptance too much. God had to take you through certain things to break you, to rebuild you. Now it's certain things you just don't care about no more. If you alone, you alone. Period, point blank. But you know you got your peace at the day. You know you got your favor at the end of the day. You know you got your blessings coming in at the end of the day. Some friend, when people say some friend is better than no friend, no. That's why these people keep going through never-ending cycles of being betrayed by these people. You learned your lesson. You don't want to go through that no more. No friends is better for me. I'm cool with that. Having no family support me, if don't nobody want to support me, it's cool. I'm cool. But God is saying that even though they roped you off as the black sheep, man, they sitting back somewhere and they idolizing you now because you bounced back. They sitting back and idolizing you now because you did it by your lonely. They sitting back and they idolizing you now because now they want to do what you did. They want to do it in the manner that you did it so that the blessings is coming in for you can come in for them. But ain't no shortcuts on this journey. It ain't no shortcuts. You had to go through it. This took time. This stretched out over a period of time, what you had to go through. And I'm not just talking about, the last 3 years of your life. I'm talking about throughout your whole lifetime. People of whom you encountered, there were lessons that you had to learn through that. When you was growing up, when you was going to school, in your family, you had to see certain things. Your family betrayed you long before people out in the street did. And they betrayed you by not being loyal. They weren't loyal because they were sitting out here and talking to the people that was in the street, spreading your business to the people that was out in the street, joking about what you was going through to the people that was out there in the street. Show people how disloyal they are. So you wonder why people in your own community didn't want to respect you? They saw your own family didn't respect you and didn't think nothing of you. But my, how them tables have turned. Now everybody and their mama looking at you and trying to figure out how you did it. You was somebody's child. This is what I don't understand. You was somebody's child and they put their mouth on you. No respect. No respect. Have I been watching you since childhood? No, I'm just telling you. If it's resonating with you, man, then you already know it's coming from a place. God's speaking today. God's speaking today. You never understood, even growing up, you never understood why certain friends would do certain things like with me. If I went by, my mom didn't really let me out the house. So if I went by to our particular friend's house, I had to go to only that friend's house. And one particular day I went by the friend's house and she had somebody else in her house. And she didn't want to let me in. I'm like, why can't all us just be in or whatever? Like, she had her foot to the door. And so me playing around, I'm like, man, come on, man, just let me in. She said, no, I'm going to talk to you later, and slammed the door in my face. The thing with that is, and this is a person who I considered a friend, even after she did things like that, I still consider her a friend. So people would think, oh, well, you was around people and you was hanging with people, but they didn't realize what these people would do to me when they weren't looking. I had people try to fight me in school over some stupid stuff, over guys. You get me what I'm saying? I had people try to joke me and stuff like that, and we just joking. The thing is, you was joking with people, and my thing is, if you was joking with people, maybe they took it too far because they knew what you was doing, or they knew at one point in time, whatever you was partaking in, they was trying to hold it over your head. So the thing is, with me, when I was joking with certain people, they'll take it and throw low blows at me. So if I say something like, oh, joke them about their shirt, they'll sit up here and be like, oh, but you a hoe. And then everybody would laugh and walk off up ahead of me. So I had to end up walking home alone. You know, I had friends sit up here, and like I told y'all, it happened about several times. Chicks done betrayed me and got with my boyfriends behind my back. Even with family, even though I love them, I'll never name no names. I'll never call nobody out. People did judge me. And like I said, it's like things came back to me. Things came back to me of people who they were talking to would come back to me and say, your family told me this, or so-and-so told me this. They all talked about you. I went through things with just recently, not recently, but maybe right when I chose to get on my spiritual journey. It was a female who at one point in time I was close with. And when I was going through what I was going through, she didn't say not one time or try to talk to me or DM me and say, well, you know what, Victoria, this person trying to use you, or this person laughing at you behind your back. But right when I started talking about God, right when I started talking about God, she called herself DMing me, talking about and quoting all kinds of biblical scriptures. Coming from me talking about, oh, God didn't say that. God didn't intend for us to go through struggles and da-da-da-da-da. And she said, not trying to contend with you or anything. It had already dropped in my spirit because she rubbed my spirit the wrong way. And it got me mad. Like, I was mad. And my dad was like, you never get mad. And I'm like, you know what? I had to pray. Before I responded to her, I had to pray. Because she really rubbed my spirit the wrong way. I'm like, why are you trying to come at me about what I'm saying about the Lord? But when you knew I was with a fake dude, and you knew my dude was using me and laughing at me behind my back, and you knew of it because you was in cahoots with him, or you knew of him, right? You didn't say nothing to me. You didn't call me. You didn't DM me. But right when I'm talking about the Lord, you trying to correct me? So before I even said anything to her, I prayed, and then I went back and I said, listen, I would never contend with anyone because everyone got their own way of interpreting the word and delivering it to his people. I told her, I said, listen, if you really listen to the video, right? And the video that she was trying to correct me on was, the Lord is coming through for you because you stayed loyal and because you stayed true. So if y'all want to go back and listen to that video, that's the video that she was trying to correct me on. And what I said in that video is, God did not intend for you to go through these struggles. Just like in the movie The Shack, he did not prevent that man from abusing and killing his daughter. But the thing is, that was the work of evil. But what God intends for us is he don't want us to go through these struggles, but he's there to cover us and get us through so that we may learn and so that it make us stronger and so that we have a testimony. We are going to go through things in life. Life is not peaches and cream because it's a battle between goodness and evil. So at the end of the day, what I was saying in that video is God is coming through for you because you stay loyal and because you stay true to him and to the assignment that he bestowed upon you. Not that he intended for you to go through struggles and he made a way and wanted you. No, God doesn't put obstacles in our way. The devil do. You see how she tried to misconstrue my words? But I went and I told her, I said, if you really listen to the video, I said that God will get us through these struggles. I never said that he causes them. And I told her at the end of the day, I will never contend with anyone because everyone got their own way of interpreting and delivering the word. I know that what I'm doing is helping people and it's saving souls. So you have a blessed day. She ain't say nothing else after that. All she did was heart the messages. She ain't say nothing else to me after that. She ain't say nothing to me before all that stuff happened. And after she DM'd me, I never heard from her again. I say, man, this gotta be something around her. And all I could do was pray for her. Because I've never seen somebody at one point in time, me and her was cool in high school, and then you coming for me because I'm trying to inspire people and motivate people, but you couldn't say nothing to me when people was using me and joking me and being fake to my face. So I say that to say, you encountered a lot of screwed up people who knew your struggles, knew what you was going through. And instead of being proud that you overcame these obstacles, they were so mad that it was you. They didn't want it to be you. You have to understand that when people are evil and when people just exactly, it is a mental illness, jealousy, envy, all of that. This is why I tell you, you got to pray for people. All I could do was pray for her. Because it's seriously something wrong when you're trying to comfort somebody who's trying to talk about the Lord. Ain't no reason for her to feel guilty. If you feel guilty, you don't correct somebody on what they doing, trying to inspire and motivate people. This the thing. I never had anything, never talked to her, nothing prior to her DMing me. And she never said anything to me after I corrected her. That's the thing. So what did you call yourself really doing? So like I said, you encountered evil in different forms. Just like God can take on different forms, the devil can too. And you encountered it in your family, in your community. But the thing is, people was trying to belittle you and keep you in this circle of feeling like you weren't going to be nothing in life. And I'm here to tell you that you are somebody. I'm here to tell you that God chose you for a reason. I'm here to tell you that you are special, that you are powerful, that you are God's earth angels. A lot of y'all know that y'all special. A lot of y'all know what you were destined for. You know that you was destined for greatness, but you had to go through things. And right when you was about to give up and you thought that it was all over for you, that's when God came through for you. And now you got a lot of people who was running their mouth about you and judging you and trying to rope you off as the black sheep. Now these people idolizing you. So I want y'all to understand and take away from this message that, number one, you are going to go through things in life and life is going to throw you curveballs, right? One thing about it, God equips you with the necessary resources and tools that you need to overcome these challenges. Because you were chosen, you were always set, and you were meant to overcome these challenges and rise above it. That's the thing. So evil will never overcome you. God will always deliver you. God will always get you through it. That's your life purpose. Whatever your life purpose is, and you going through these things, it was for you to love yourself more. Some of y'all wasn't loving yourself the way you needed to. A lot of y'all didn't believe in yourself. You didn't know the power that you possess. You didn't know who you truly were. You didn't understand. And that's why these people were attacking you, because they saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself, and they was envious and jealous of it. Instead of trying to be there for you and be real with you, they were going against you. But they all were sat down and forced to realize and recognize your greatness, because now they idolizing you. So I want you to understand, man, stop feeling bad for yourself and release these people in love. Pray for these people. Pray for them. Ask God to forgive them, for they know not what they do. They battling things too. I know that's something that you may not want to hear because of how bad these people went against you. But at the same time, you have to forgive them and you have to release them. Okay? And I want you to, at the end of the day, I want y'all to watch that movie, The Shack. I really want y'all to watch that. I really want you guys to watch that movie. Please watch that movie. Do it for me. If you don't do nothing else, this will be the last time that I post going into Christmas. I really want y'all to watch that with your family. And really take the time to analyze that movie. You get me? And so I always come on here and I tell y'all different movies that I watch, spiritual movies that I really like. And that is one of them. That is one of my favorites. And so at the end of the day, I just want y'all not to be in this place of dwelling in this darkness and dwelling in what people did. The Shack. It's called The Shack. Theshack. No, not like Shaq, not like the basketball player, Shaq. Shack. The Shack. The Shack, yes. Like a shack, like an actual wooden shack, you know, that you can store things in. Yeah, so I want y'all to watch that movie, and I want y'all to tell me what you take from that. If you email me, I'm also going to create a post on the community post about it, and telling, you know, wanting y'all to get feedback on it and things like that. I want y'all to watch that movie, and I just want you to understand, I don't want you to be in this place of dwelling on what people did to you. I don't want you to dwell on that, because it had to happen. It had to happen, and it got you here. You are an inspiration to people. You are a motivation to people. You, by you overcoming everything that the devil placed in your path to see you fail, and people who put their mouth on you as well. Thank you, Shadrach. What it did was it convicted people's spirit, because it got people feeling guilty and feeling shame that they ever viewed you in that manner, that they ever talked about you and treated you bad. You got a lot of people sitting back and thinking things that they did to you to go against you, and they now are dwelling in that guilt and that shame, because they know that it was dead wrong to do that to somebody who don't mean no harm to anyone. So now what it's going to do is, not only is it going to convict their spirit, it's also going to invoke change within their lives as well. Because now they're going to look at themselves and say, wow, I did this to someone who never did this to me. I talked about someone who never went against me. I betrayed someone who would have never betrayed me in this manner, would have never betrayed me at all. It's going to have people self-reflect. It's going to cause them to self-reflect on what they did to you. So you have to forgive them, and you have to understand that you had to go through this for a reason. Because God is going to continuously bless you, and you got even bigger blessings coming through for you going into 2022. I want y'all to get out that worry. I want y'all to stop being worried. The blessings that God brought your way is here to stay. I'm going to say that again. The blessings that God has brought your way. Thank you, AS. Thank you, AS, baby. I appreciate that. The blessings that God has brought your way is here to stay. I'm going to say it again. The blessings that God has brought your way is here to stay. I'm going to say it again. The blessings that God has brought your way is here to stay. These people couldn't stop you. All the people who you encountered in your lifetime that went against you couldn't stop you. Them obstacles couldn't stop you. Defamation of character couldn't stop you. Alienation couldn't stop you. Rejection couldn't stop you. Them stab wounds in your back couldn't stop you. You kept crawling while God was healing you until you was able to get back up. That negativity couldn't stop you. That negative energy couldn't stop you. People evil eyeing you couldn't stop you. That gossip didn't stop you. Them lies didn't stop you. Them jokes didn't stop you. People mocking you couldn't stop you. People flaking, switching up, acting flaky couldn't stop you. Them fake friends, them fake family members, people who didn't believe you couldn't stop you because all the person that you needed was God. And now that they realize who you are, man, now that they realize who you are, that God turned everything to work in your favor. One thing about it, he will turn the negative into a positive and have it work out in your favor. That's what he do. And he did it in front of every single last person that spoke foul on your name. Oh, sorry. He did it in front of every single last person that spoke foul on your name. So at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about none of that. I want you to understand, man, spend time with your family. Take the time to give him the praise, honor, and glory for everything that he allowed you, enabled you to overcome. I'm trying to tell you something. This is a miracle. God worked a whole miracle in your life in front of all of the people who went against you, who betrayed you, who talked about you. And now you the self-healer. You the one breaking generational curses. It was you the whole time. The same person who they went against and had so much to say. It was family. Yeah, it was family. That's the thing. When people think that you down and they just don't understand that God is working miracles in your life, they don't understand that. All they see is that you fell down. All they see is that you struggling. All they see is your shortcomings. All they see is how you being wayward. At one point in time, you was being wayward, whatever the case may be. This is what they hold you to until God shock them. And now they idolize you and they love you. But at the end of the day, man, understand that these were the very same people who wrote you off as a black sheep and talked so bad about you, and now they want to be like you. Now they looking back and want to take notes about you and your story and your testimony. They just in awe of everything about you. Because of how God brought you through. So at the end of the day, I want y'all to go watch that movie, and I want you to understand that you got a friend in me. I want you to understand that I'm your sister. I want you to understand, I want you to keep pushing as we go into the new year. Make your new year resolutions. Go ahead and cleanse out all that negative energy. Cleanse out and block out whoever you have to, because I'm telling you, certain people cannot go with you into 2022. I'm trying to tell you something. Start making those preparations right now. However you have to do it right now as we close out 2021. And go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, man, because I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I hold y'all in high regard, man. Y'all inspire me. Y'all motivate me. Some of the things that y'all be telling me, man, y'all so strong. My God. We didn't need these people. We didn't need their acceptance. We didn't need their fake friendship. We didn't need their fake love, because all we needed was to be strong and know who we are within ourselves. Give ourselves that same effort that we was trying to give people, trying to run behind people and get them to be our friend and get them to accept us. Go ahead and channeling that and redirecting that effort and redirecting that love back into ourselves. That's all we needed. We didn't need these people, man. I'm so proud of y'all. Some of y'all gonna cry, but baby, don't cry. And if you gotta cry to let it out, go ahead and cry to let it out. But you overcame it all. You overcame it all. You overcame it all. Wow. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Y'all so strong. I feel it. It's like some of y'all just, you didn't understand it, man. You didn't understand it. Y'all went through so much, and you keep telling yourself, I would have had a friend had people been real with me. It wasn't the one to go out there and rip and run the streets, but they could. And everybody and their mama was supporting them. Nobody ran their mouth about them. But if you did it, everybody knew about it and was judging you on it. He got you away from these people. He blessed you in front of their face. He rose you up, allowed you to be the leader. Bask in that glory, man. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, baby. You earned it. You earned it. And I'm telling you, no matter how many times you gotta play this video, I'm real with it. I'm real with it. Because I done been through it. And it didn't break me. It didn't break me. If they watch this video and they think it's funny or they laughing or whatever the case may be, let me tell you something, baby. Go get your life. Tell these people go get their life, because you winning at the end of the day. You check your bank account, you stable at the end of the day. Come what may, you live to see another day. And that's all I got to say. You get me what I'm saying? Tell these people, man. Tell these people and put them in their place. But let me tell you something, half of them ain't gonna try it. They cowardly. They cowardly. They can't even face you, because half of them know half of them know they not on your level. The ones who was running their mouth, they not gonna tell you to their face, to your face, because they know they not on your level. They know they not on your level. They never was back then, they not now, they never will be. That's why they ran their mouth about you. Pray for these people. And go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Go ahead and get down on your knees, man. If you have to cry out to that man and just thank him. Thank him for getting you through. Thank him for allowing you to close out 2021 stable, man. Y'all got back everything that y'all lost closing out on 2021. Y'all got back everything. I'm talking to the people who had a whole glow up, a whole man, that comeback game was something serious. I'm trying to tell you something. You shocked a lot of people. They're trying to figure out how you did it. If you gonna cry, let them be tears of joy, because you overcame. You ain't gonna have to worry about that stuff anymore. I'm confirming for you. Whatever you was worried about, whatever on your job, whatever in your life, whatever, I'm trying to tell you something. God brought these blessings to you, and what God brings to you is gonna last. When it's time for you to elevate, you're gonna know. But you destined for greatness either way it go. Some of y'all gonna be successful entrepreneurs. Y'all got that starlight quality. You need to start using the gifts and abilities and the talents that God gave you, and stop holding back on it. Stop being afraid. This is a gift that God gave you. It's your comeback season for all that hell you went through. You know, this is God's way of rewarding you for all the hell that you went through. He can't make up for the people who spoke foul on you. He can't make up for these people that you encountered. This is why I tell y'all gonna have to do some deep healing. But he brought all the success your way, everything that you was trying to have lined up in your life because of all the hell that you went through. When you was struggling, you thought that you was going through this by your lonely, but he was right there. God has always been your friend. When you screamed out and you told that man that you couldn't take no more, he told you that he had blessings coming through for you. He told you that 2022 gonna be your year of prosperity, of abundance, of success, so prepare yourself. But ending out 2021, he was coming through and restoring everything of what you thought that you had lost. Everything that the enemy thought that they took from you and thought that you weren't going to be able to go ahead and bounce back from it. And now to all 2022, it's just going to be you living a good life on top of the restoration, on top of everything that was restored back to you and given back to you. This is his gift back to you. Not for you to rub up in these people's face, but for you to be humble with it. Because they already feeling it anyway. They need help and they need therapy. And you need to heal from everything that they took you through. So that's the message for today, guys. And I want you to understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, inspiration, motivation, a life example, you'll know that you got it in me. I'm your sister, I'm your friend, I'm your confidant. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, that you can cry on. I'm that listening ear that you can vent to. You already know I come with that real, not that fake, man. I keep it real with you. I keep it 100 with you. So until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and I want you to stay blessed and go check out that movie, The Shack. And I want y'all to have a very, very Merry Christmas. Enjoy this time with your family. Go ahead and go spend time. Go ahead and buy presents. Get your eggnog. Play your music, man. Just worship and praise God because God is so good. God is so, so good. God is so good. Thank him for working a miracle in your life because that's exactly what he did. I love y'all. Until next time.